Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop. We're going to be using our beautiful cards again, and you guys, at the end, as a nice little surprise, I'm going to do a flip through of the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. I'll just show you one card right now. They're so beautiful, and I like how ethnically diverse they are. You will see people of every religion, color, creed. I love it so much, and it has some interesting aspects, and I'll get to that when we do the flip through at the end. But I just want to talk about these two cards today. Today I want things that are absorbing and captivating, gripping, fascinating, entertaining. So what I decided I was going to start my day with was art, and all of a sudden my vibration went right up. It is those teeny tiny little itsy bitsy beautiful details and artwork on these new cards that I got, as well as some other readers. I was watching their stuff. It is just so pleasant to see such gorgeous illustrations, and it just gets me in the best mood because beauty gets me totally revved up. So let's begin and talk about our first card. Nothing real can be threatened. How you can actively participate in created heaven on earth. Really, nothing real can be threatened. If you are destined to be with your soulmate, if you are destined to find your true path and align with it and become one with it and experience it, it is not going to be threatened. It is not going to disappear. It is not going to vaporize. It'll always be there. Your ambition for it, the allowance of it, the alignment of it, action that you're taking, it will show up for you. Because so many of us are searching for the one thing that gives us purpose and defines us, the life purpose we think we're born for. But let's consider that the life that we have is the purpose. Let go of thinking your purpose is just one thing that you want to do, and embrace the full, beautiful expression of yourself. Like for me, for instance, when I wake up, two things get me my mojo going, full tilt. Tarot, I absolutely live for it. And I was listening to Tori this morning, and Tori the Hope Deal. I just need a quick sip of water because I'm so excited and I've been blabbing all morning. And she was talking about she wishes tarot was more in the mainstream. It could be in the classroom. It could be classes that are taught everywhere, because I believe it infers all these beautiful messages of growth, understanding, spirituality, confidence, connections, consciousness, imagination. Whenever I am dealing with tarot oracle cards, I instantly feel my vibration go up. I do feel infinite possibilities. I do feel like an endless stream of options in my life because of it. And that's why I'm so happy you guys watch me. You watch other readers. It is such a conduit of expansion. It just got me so giddy that I'm excited. So again, you guys, our divine assignment is, instead of focusing on what we should do, allow yourself to do what you truly want. I want to do this as soon as I wake up. So oftentimes I do. I start my reads. There's a reason I started a second channel too. So it could just be like every day, anything that came in, I could share with you guys and express over there. All of your experiences are going to become more richer and rewarding when you tap into this energy. I love this endlessly. So number 2 is your purpose is a personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? Right away is to accept them and not question them, and not think, oh, I should be doing something else. Like I remember talking about this, I think on the larger channel, that sometimes when I wake up, I make a conscious choice. I'm not going to go out today. I'm not going to go out into the world and go shopping and mix and mingle with people and run errands, because when I prioritize that heavier 3D consciousness of, oh, I should be doing this and that, I don't tap into my cards, the magic, and my creativity as much, because I feel like I have to condense it. I feel like time is restricted. But when I bring all my materials into one room and I just sit down, I have my camera, I have my cards, I have my stones, I feel like, restful, peaceful. I let everything go. I have all the time in the world to create, formulate the words, and channel what's necessary. That is my purpose, and I don't second guess it, and I don't think, want, or think there's something lacking or that I need more. You know, I feel with this particular question with this is, what is my faith asking of me? Because, you know, it's one of those things that, let's go back to where nothing real can be threatened. If we know that we love something and we care for something and it's part of us and we're destined for it, it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay with us. We're always going to have that. It's like that vapor that comes back and brings us oxygen, that brings us moisture. Nothing unreal exists. So here's kind of like the peace of God. This is like, at times life can feel out of control and overwhelming, but when we remind ourselves where our true power lies, connected to this source energy and divine love, all illusions fall away. The love within you can pull you into a more peaceful state. When you look outside of yourself, you can easily fall into worry. This is what I mean about going out in the outside world. Hopelessness, yet the outside world is only a reflection of our internal state. So oftentimes I personally, it's so funny, when I started channeling, I just started with this one and I didn't even recognize I was doing Your Purpose is Personal Expansion. Like, I just went for it. Sometimes the imagery just evokes something in me, but now let's settle on nothing real that can be threatened. Because sometimes when I go on the outside world, I'm influenced vaguely by what's happening around me, whether it's impatient looks, people honking their horns, expenditures, people's materialism. I get a little let down and a little distracted sometimes when I see teenagers and I see mass materialism. I can be anywhere. I remember being in we have this beautiful new mall that has all the really exquisite, expensive stores, and I like to browse around and look. And I do like well-made cosmetics, so I like to go to the Chanel counter and do stuff. But every once in a while, I will see people, and it usually looks like a well put together, like when you go to the counters, a well put together single woman that looks kind of detached, like, they're not in big friendship groups, and they look kind of detached, and like, it's a weird thing to experience, and I feel other people's feelings. So I don't really like to go in there, because I'm not willing to pay, unless it's like creme de la mer, hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a serum. Like, I'm lucky with my skin, but you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where I all of a sudden feel like people chasing youth, people chasing fashion, people chasing what they think is the new shiny best thing. So I don't particularly love being out for long periods of time doing that. I'll do something quickly because I love beautifully made things and to look at them. But the thing that is real within me is my love for other people, my love for my craft and my friends, cyber or otherwise. And I realize that everything outside of us is a manipulated reality, but the real world is the one in your heart, the intangibles, hope, peace, joy, love. These are your true power. Their truth cannot be taken from you. So anytime you're out and you're experiencing this, go to a quiet place and recognize that. How can I actively participate in creating heaven on earth? How can I get back my power and my peace? Treat yourself by seeing yourself as a child of the divine source energy. The world we live in is created for you to experience more and more, to play with the wonder of it all and not take everything so seriously or be burdened by excess, too much, whatever. It can be violence in the world. It can be what's ever taking place. Do whatever you can to feel lighter, freer, and more purposeful. So now, you guys, for the extravaganza, and it's so funny because I'll do a brief explanation as much as I can when it comes to like the major arcana. They are really interesting in that they are replaced, and you'll be able to see too by the numbers. Like, a lot of people haven't memorized the number of the major arcana, but I'll just give you an example. Like, potential is traditionally the Fool, that's the 0 card. The Witch is traditionally the Magician. I love how they did some of this. The Emperor is now the Monarch. The Mystic is the Hierophant. The Wayfarer is the Lovers. Freedom is the Chariot. So, if you know the numbers, you'll recognize them, but I'm in love with this. I love it. It is sunny, and it is bright, and it is happy. What I'm going to do is flip the whole deck over, so I'm pulling. See, potential is the Fool. And what I'll do is I'll just do this half, because I want to save some to be a surprise too. But everything, and it really is representative of many ethnicities as well as religions, which I really like. I like the brightness. Watch me have just picked all the crispy white women in here. Here they come. But you see what I mean? Like, the lighting in it, the costuming in it. It's indicative. I swear, I love some of this. Some of it makes me feel like Frida Kahlo art. Some of it feels like Byzantine art. Some of it feels, again, like Roman beautiful statues. It's just such a lovely mix. But look at this. I love so much their use of, they have deer and sheep and rabbits, and it's so wonderful. And I like the heavy Indian influence and Eastern influence. Really beautiful in it. The colors, though, you see what I mean? It is just amazing. And I like the simplicity. This is one of my favorite cards just due to look at the colors under here. Look at the gown and the white and the flow. It's just, oh, it's so cosmic. But you see how it's just really made to pop? I swear the stones glow, the fabrics glow. So beautiful. These are some of the simpler ones. The major arcana are the ones that are really mind-blowing. But see how it's like, oh, the colors just pop. It's so beautiful. Amazing uses of reds, and I love the Warrior of Pentacles. So again, instead of knights, they are warriors, which I find so wonderful. Revolution, the Tower card. I like these vague reclamation is the devil. You can see her horns. Isn't it neat? I just love it. I'm freaking out. If you were in my house, like near me in my chair when I was watching this, I don't know how many gasped and, oh my God, like I was freaking out. I just love it. Oh, the Hermit, Justice, just love this. So you guys, it's like I just want to give you a brief glimpse because I do want to surprise and use these in form. I like how they do. Honestly, they replace the Hermit and they replace the Hanged Man. I love the Freedom card. I love that. The Chariot. They replace them. I just love this. It's amazing. Oh, just mystic. I love that. The colors, the reds and the warm colors really, really get to me. Again, instead of like the Emperors, they use the Monarch. This is one of my favorites just because it has all the valleys and growth and wheat and flowers and planets. It's just so beautiful. Okay, you guys, I just wanted to give you a little peek into that. And again, if you're curious, this is the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, and I just love it. So, and then in the book too, I'm really impressed too. Like awakening is traditionally judgment. And in the book it says, an apprehensive creature looks up to the skies with a subtle light cast down upon her, illuminating her face and wings. This card is about the awakening of a new life. There is potential for redemption. With her arms crossed, she is unsure about entering this new sense of self. The wings provide power and courage for her to shed what no longer serves and ascend to her higher self. They are growing. She may not even be aware of them, yet it is possible in the wider world that she is waking up. Now is a great time to appreciate your beauty and potential. The universe is calling your name and wants to help you connect with your openness once more. The flowers are blooming and so are you. And then it has the keywords rebirth, higher self, awareness, perception, understanding, and blossoming. So again, 10 out of 10 with this deck. It just blew my mind. I mean, I just can't with this artwork. It seems 3D almost to me. You see the use of light and everything? It just is unbelievably gorgeous. And I think, I'm going to check real quick. I swear to God, I think this deck was under $20 on Amazon too. And you guys, I'm not paid or given anything by these like endorsements for them. I just like them and I just want other people to be able to see. Because I will say one thing, when I do go shopping for decks, I really like to see the artwork. And if I only see one or two cards, it's not a true picture of what some of the other cards may be. You know what I mean? You may see all of a sudden everything. Pentacles is only 6 plain pentacles on the deck, where they just make the major arcana have a lot of things. That kind of nature. So I find that flip throughs are really important. So I want to thank Cherry and everybody else that does flip throughs, because it gives me a good indication if it's a deck that, you know, is like something that's worthy of. This is my favorite that is worthy. Like, look again, the use of deers. You know what I mean? This is going to be one of my top 5, and it may, as I use it, might become one of my top 2. All tarot readers know that some decks just immediately stand out and connect with us. The visualization, the channeling, everything becomes almost like an articulation of thought and speech. This is one of those decks, really powerful. And I also like the representation of the symbolism, very helpful. Like this, for example, you know, this is the Caesar returning from Gaul card. This is the people celebrating you. The laurels, you getting celebrated, victory, light coming down, feeling cherished, feeling loved, feeling celebrated, and all these little symbols are really helpful within that too. So I'm so excited. So you guys, that is your Daily Pop. Love and light.